Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of October 19th through the 26th. We've got more free items to talk about, the drops for this week, the release dates or the upcoming dates for the new Nightwave and Devstream 190, and a bunch of other things while we go over all the new weeklies. If you guys aren't aware, I say this every week on my Twitch channel. You can type !drops in the stream, or I'll have it pinned to the top of the chat. You can check the schedule and see what the drops are this week. The drops are going to be these items on screen right here, and they're going to be across various channels on Warframe, so you're going to want to check that link in my channel, and let's get into it. So, Bird this week, he's got himself Shiny Treasures with a Azure Archon Shard. And then we're going to check the Archimedia this week. We are looking at a Mirror Defense, Survival, and Assassination. Temporal Archimedia is going to be Hellscrub Skuldra, Defense, and Assassination. The Coda weapons with Eleanor are, for the next day, are Coda Bass Assist, which has Electricity 38.5%, the Cost Assist 31.3% Radiation, Haruto 42.8% Impact, Path Assist 32% Magnetic, Synapse 31.3% Toxin, and then the Tysis, which is 25.1% Toxin. The calendar rewards for 1999 we're looking at for January, a choice between Exilus Warframe Adapter and a secondary Arcane Adapter, then Double Arcanes versus an Orokin Reactor Blueprint. For February, we're looking at rewards between 3-day Resource Drop Chance Booster versus an Emerald Archon Shard, then an Arcane versus an Exilus Weapon Adapter Blueprint, and then for March, we have a Forma versus 3-day Resource Drop Chance Booster, and finally, an Arcane versus an Exilus Warframe Adapter. The current Prime Resurgence is Mag and Nova, but in 3 days and 17 hours, we will have Nezha and Octavia Prime dual packs available, plus the weapons that they came with. So you're running out of time for Mag Nova and their weapons, and even this awesome armor set, which I've mentioned every stream so far, or every video so far. But let's get into the new free stuff. So, it was brought to my attention that I had not mentioned this in the last couple of weeks, which is totally my bad, but there are a lot of casual players that don't know about this. Free color palette right now. This is the Halloween stuff. You see that I went over to featured and then seasonal here. So if we scroll down, we can see there is a limited time Halloween color palette, retires in 14 days. This is only 1 credit. The pumpkin mask, in case you guys didn't figure that out, is also 1 credit. This is where we get it. And there's a whole bunch of other like goodies for Halloween here. But then the next free items and everything that I also did not mention is the community event, which we know the current community event is the QTCC that's happening right now. And there is tons and tons of rewards from past years QTCCs, and some of them are certainly worth getting, like the ephemera right here for 1 credit, this other ephemera here for 1 credit. These look sick. I have these 2 ephemeras on a lot of my frames, probably one of the ephemeras I use more than anything. And then a lot of other really cool looking rewards you can decorate yourself, your ships with, whatever it might be. So that is the free items that I had forgotten to mention, but I know a lot of you, again, are casual, and you don't, it's good that you're hearing me say this and that you know this now. So let's get into the current rewards that we got going on, or not rewards, but the current stuff that's happening. We have Knights of Nabarus with 14 days and 15 hours left. Then we have Thermia Fractures with 3 days and 15 hours left. And then for alerts, reminder to do the weekly Ayatan Treasure Hunt with Maru. As far as invasions goes, we have a Sheev Heatsink versus a Dara Vandal Receiver happening right now. And then we have a Dara Vandal Blueprint versus a Latron Wraith Receiver happening right now. We check out Steel Path Incursions, then we're going to see that we have an Exterminate, Survival, Crossfire Exterminate, and Assassination. We check out the sortie today. It was a Defense, Exterminate, and Assassination. And then this week's Archon Hunt is against Boreal for an Azure Archon Shard. We'll have to do a mobile defense, a defense, and a showdown. If we check out Nightwave, which, by the way, the new Nightwave is going to be dropping on October 27th, so you have a little bit of time left to finish this up if you didn't get all your rewards yet. But this week's challenges are going to be complete a defense mission reaching at least wave 12, activate Incarnate Form in any Incarnate weapon in mission 5 times, play 3 different Shaws and Songs in Deviri, look for Ayatan treasures for Maru in Maru's Bazaar, And then today's daily is suspend 5 enemies or more in the air at once with a heavy slam melee attack. If we check out the credit offerings for this week, then we're going to see that the mods she brought are range advantage, combat reload, rejuvenation, eximus advantage, deadly maneuvers, physique, and metamorphic magazine. Now, these 2 aura mods, rejuvenation and physique, definitely can pick these up, grab some extras of these if you have the extra credits for Nightwave, and you could move those for some extra platinum in trade chat. Also, we have recharge barrier for Volt, brainstorm for the Grakata, directed convergence for the Supra, and focused acceleration for the Tetra. Now, if we go over to Deviri on Steel Path, the circuit this week is going to give us incarnate adapters for Akenbrunt, Soma, Vasto, Nami Solo, and the Burston Incarnin. If you already have those, you can scroll over and instead get a rifle pistol melee riven or 20,000 Kuva. And for normal circuit this week, we're looking at choices between Nidus, Octavia, and Haro. The next Devstream 199 is happening on Friday, October 31st. So that is the next Devstream 199. Well, we'll probably find out about the next big update that should be happening before the end of this year. So if we browse Akrithis here, we're going to see that she has brought us today secondary outburst for 10 Pathos clamps, an Orokin reactor blueprint for 20 Pathos clamps, an Orokin catalyst blueprint for 20 Pathos clamps, a pistol ribbon mod for 15 Pathos clamps, and an Exilus Warframe adapter for 20 Pathos clamps. Checking out Tashin and Steel Path honors this week, we are looking at a Veiled Riven Cipher for 20 Steel Essence, and then we are also looking at 50,000 Kuva for 55 Steel Essence. And checking out this pencil head over here, we're going to see he's got himself a Tenant Ferox, 41.5% heat, Tenant Grigori, 25.1% electricity, Tenant Livia, 25.8% impact, Tenant Exec, 37.3% radiation, and a Tenant Agendus, 32.2% magnetic. I would skip these. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling Warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of Warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Reminder to stop by the Chrysalith on the Zeramon and visit Archimedia and Yanta for your 35,000 Kuva. Then you could travel to Iron Wake on Earth and visit Palladino for your 2 Rivens, your 35,000 Kuva, and your 150,000 credits. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stop by my Twitch channel where you can get free drops when they are community-wide, also free rewards I do all the time anyway. And make sure you check out your invigorations this week and see what you got. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.